generation that handed it off to commercial, and I thought that was very, very important for me to run into my kids. But so now, as you mentioned, organized, somewhat of an organized type of crime, not quite, but you're right. You had all of these different people involved in this process of obviously illegal, drugs and things like that. And so, when did the day of reckoning come? When was the plug pulled on all of that? And
The plug was basically pulled for me when I got a. I think with my daughter, when I my first conversation with God, um, and I think I said this in my book. My first conversation with God, I was in the Bronx house. It's no longer there. The Bronx house of detention was tore down. I was there. I think three main, and I'm sitting in there, and I just got arrested. Uh, Baby mother back then was maybe 9 months pregnant. I went to all of the classes with her, and I was in it. I was for the first time. Now other women got pregnant by me. Don't let me lie here, but I wasn't involved. Now I'm finally ready to be a dad. I'm involved. I'm serious. I'm there with her all of the way. I'm rubbing her stomach. We ready for this baby. And I'm out there. I'm doing stuff. I ran into an altercation. Somebody got shot, and the police was looking for me, and they grabbed me maybe a week before she was due. And
mm,
I come out. She came to see me, and she was broken. The whole visit, she was crying through the whole visit. She said, "After all this time, you ain't even gonna be there," and she couldn't hold her head up. And when I left that visit, I felt it. I felt broken. I felt like, I knew I wasn't gonna get out. I already knew. I said, no, there's no way for me to get out. And I was sitting there, and the guy was sitting across from me, an older guy, way older at the time. I had to be in my just about maybe 19, 18. This guy had to be 40 something. And I said, yo, man, I need to get out of here, man. I need to figure out a way to get out of here,
yeah,
you know. And I said, I need some advice. I said, Pops, he said, you believe in God, young brother? I said,
mm,
no, man, I'm the drug man. God don't want nothing to do with me. I sell crack to anybody who buy it. I did a lot of evil things. If there's a God, why would he want to be bothered with me? And he said, I disagree with you, young brother.
mm.
I think you and him should have a conversation.
Wow.
Whenever you, and